Hey guys, it's Tima, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooking for Health with Tima, following the Dr. CB guidelines. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make wild rice using one of my special vegetable broths. I hope you guys like it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my site so you can continue to get updates. Like, share, make comments, and especially make comments if you've made any of my recipes before. Alright, and without further ado, on to the video. Here are all the ingredients that you're going to need. Your wild rice, some water, seaweed, onion powder, some ginger, sea salt, parsley, basil, cayenne, grapeseed oil, ginger powder, and some chocolate. So after you've boiled your water, you're going to boil 2.5 cups of water though. And so after you've boiled that, then you add your seaweed and you add all of your ingredients and stir it around, and you're going to let that sit. And that's going to sit, let it sit overnight, and you're going to put it inside of the refrigerator, okay? And you smell it and taste it and see how it tastes. It shouldn't taste really salty, but it is going to taste salty. I know. The seaweed is going to make it salty. The dose is going to make it salty, but it's a natural salt. And once it's cooked into your rice, it's not going to taste salty. So it's going to all blend in, okay? Those are your pieces of your ginger right there. Alrighty? Now this is my my wild rice, and it's been sitting for like 24 hours, and I've changed the water like twice. And I've added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice to this to help it work down. And you see the color of the water? See the color that the water turns? So I'm gonna dump this out one more time, and then I'm gonna let it sit inside of the broth, and it'll sit inside of the broth for a few hours before I cook it. Alright, so our next step is I've drained in and rinsed out my rice, and you see some of the rice kernels have even started to pop open already, you know, just like when you cook them. And so here's my broth that I made, and this is 2 cups. And so now I'm gonna pour this over. We'll pour this into my rice, minus the big pieces of the seaweed. So we're going to take out the seaweed and just pour in all the broth, okay? Now you can keep the seaweed that came out of the broth, keep that, because you can use it for your greens, or you can just eat it, because it has a real nice flavor into it now, because it's been sitting inside of all of these seasons. And also it's healthy. Alright, so now I'm just going to cover this back up, shake it. I'll let this sit for a little while, and then we'll put it on the stove, okay? Alright, so my rice is actually set for like 3 hours in the mixture. And now I'm cutting up my onions, because I'm going to saute these. And then once they sauteed to a certain point, I'm not going to let them cook down completely in the saute. And then I'm going to pour the rice over it and let it cook down even more. So I'm gonna dice my onions up real good, and this is a sweet onion. I really wanted to use my shallot, but I don't have any more shallots to use, and they didn't have any more at the vegetable shed. Disappointing. Alright, so we're gonna cut them up. They don't have to be like the size as if you were to mince it, but kind of small. Alrighty, and look at it sat in there for like several hours. So it's gone all through that rice really good. Alrighty? Alright, so I'm about to go and put it on the oven. Let that cook down. And then I'll show you the next steps. Alright, so we're putting our onions in. I have my onions on medium. And I just have about a tablespoon of the grapeseed oil. And we're just gonna cook them down just a little, because they'll cook even more when I put the rice on and let the rice cook it down. And because the rice sat inside of the water, fermenting, well, it didn't completely ferment, but it sat in the water long enough to where I don't have to cook it down as long as you would normally have to cook wild rice down, because you have to cook wild rice down for like about 45 minutes. So sitting inside of the water like that, and then I have some lemon juice in with it, it's going to cut the time down a little bit. Alrighty, so you see how my onions are? They're not completely translucent. And so now I'm about to go ahead and I'll put my rice in. Alright, so let me just grab my rice and just turn my oven down a little bit more onto medium, and just grab this here. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. Alrighty. So be careful pouring it in, y'all, because the pot is hot and has grease in. Well, you know how that works. There we go. Alright, so we're going to turn this all the way up and let it boil. So put it on high. Stir that around in there. And we're going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to let it cook down. So this will actually be on the eye for maybe about, instead of 45 minutes, maybe it'll be on the eye for about 30 minutes. Then of course, you know, we're going to check it to see how well done it is, okay? Alrighty, so I think it's done. As a matter of fact, I know it's done. Alright, so it's the unveiling here. Alrighty. Looks good, smells good. Oh yeah. Just stir that all around in there. And we're all done, guys. Those big chunks, that's just some ginger. Big pieces of ginger. Oh yeah. That's nice, good and fluffy. Love it. Love it. We're all done. And here we go, you guys. Look at that. There's that wild rice.